see someone in, I don't know who it is, but I'm going to talk as if other people are here, because it's probably early anyway. So, oh, it's you. Hello. I'm just going to talk as if people ring, because it's a bit early. But, oh, I don't know if it'll be your chat. But I was going to talk about, Jack, you were quiet before. Shut up. No, I thought it might have been you. Normally get, oh, hi, Uncle Bill. I was going to say, normally get a few other people in, but I know it's quite early. People at work and stuff like that. But it's really just a bit of a natter, because I'm cold today. Hi, Bam Bam. It's just a mixed chat a bit, like it's what's coming in. Akashic records, dreaming. I don't know, just what I was thinking about this morning. That bird, every time I get on here. Look out the window. Probably will start again, but what was I going to say? Yeah, so I've done something in my book, you know, this one that I'll be showing tonight, because I've done a little bit of art, but it's not anything, it's just a bit of scribbling down, but I will show tonight. That's drying off, so I won't show you yet, but I have written on it about the Akashic records, because someone was saying the other day, like a lot of people on here, I think Fifth and Dave, you know, talking about the Akashic records, different ways of saying it, I think, sometimes I've talked about it without even knowing. Someone was asking me the other day what it is, and I was like, well, to me it's, and it is, to me it's everything that ever was, past, and everything that ever is, future, is all there. This is how I perceive it, in a consciousness that we all tap into, energy. So everything that ever was, and you know, in the past that has passed, died, whatever you want to call it, moved on though, because energy still remains. And I think those thoughts and things that was, if anyone gets what I'm saying, still resides, because it stays in an energy, it never dies. And anything in the future as well, it's like everything's consciousness of everything that ever was and is. This makes sense. It's always there and you tap into it. So when you come up with an idea, or just anything you do, you think, oh, it's my idea, and it's like, no, I bet it's already been, and it already is, and it already was, if anyone gets what I'm saying. I can't explain it properly, but that's why when I talk about, it's funny because I've just seen J Dreamers talking about it on something he's just done today, plasma tentacles or something. When I talk about films, he also talks about films. It's too early. It is too early, but I just felt like coming on, and I come on when I feel like it. Because I'm just warming up with a coffee because I'm a bit cold. And I've been doing a bit of art, thinking about stuff. Is when these films go out and I say, oh yeah, they put all the stuff out there in films, which they do, you know, whichever way they put it around, good or bad. It's not nothing new. It's not new, nothing new under the sun and all that. It's just stuff that people are tapping into. Call it film producers. Even if you've got taken over by whatever, the dark side, to portray it as something different. It's nothing new. It's just things they've tapped into, like when people are authors and they write books and that book goes into a film. And you'll see a lot of things that match up in films that are sort of the same in sci-fi and different sorts of stuff, the same sort of stuff, because it's being regurgitated, because it is what always happens, and it is what always was and will be, because there's a cycle of life, getting ready for it, there's a cycle of life, and it's repeated all the time. It's the same thing that always happens until we wake up, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So I did write down, we can tap into the past and future info, consciousness. The Akashic records are a conjulum, I think it's how you say it, I don't know if it's a conjulum, of all human events, thoughts, words, emotions, and intents. I always say not just human, other as well. And intent ever to have occurred in the past, present, and future. Oh yeah, Mr. Present out, present and future. They are believed by Theosophists, I can't even say it, to be encoded in a non-physical plane of existence known as the etheric plane. Above, we're on a physical plane, there's a spiritual plane, and you can tap into that source for info. Hi Scott, like Warrior Craig, that's a good name. So when I talk about the Akashic records, it's information that's out there that you can tap into. That's why when we say collective consciousness and you go, someone's talking about the same thing, because we're all tapping into that info. It doesn't matter where you're getting your info from, thinking, yeah, well, you got your info, someone got their info off the internet. Yeah, but they're getting it from somewhere, and then people start talking because it's resonating with that information. Something's resonating with it, because that's why I believe you go to certain channels on the internet. This is just like a modern way, is not just because people go, yeah, well, it was recommended on your playlist, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to watch it. Some people will go and watch stuff I've said, go and, recommended. Blessings, thank you. And it won't resonate with them with think, oh, yeah, well, that's a bit out there, that, and I'm not really into all that, because it doesn't resonate. You're not resonating on that frequency. Don't forget, there's that film series called Frequency on Netflix, really good, where a guy comes through from a different dimension through a radio thing. You need to go and watch that. Sorry, I've just wrote little bits down in my books. My dream book, that I'm going to talk about dreams in a minute, because my eldest son told me something last night. What did I write? Oh yeah, because like I've said, fantasy at the minute. Fantasy is reality, and reality is fantasy. Because as we know, mainstream media put stuff out that's not true, and then you're looking at fantasy thinking that's not real, when actually fantasy is reality and reality is fantasy. If anyone gets what I'm saying. I forgot I had this on, so I've twisted my little elf up. Which way is that? Don't know. So they're all twisted. It's all in one consciousness. But yeah, you can tap into that information. That's why someone on one part of the earth can go plane, whatever you want to call it, will go, oh, I had this, people have done this, I've had this idea or this invention. And then someone else maybe had that thought the same day, maybe at a different time, of the same sort of invention, because the information's all there. We're just tapping into it, and we think that we thought it up when it's out there, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Probably talking no sense to some people, but I know. And I've, obviously I've heard of Akashic records and never really sort of said it as that. Someone asked me the other day, and I'd sort of said basically the same thing that I've just read out there. It's all events, emotions, words, thoughts, everything that ever was. A bit like what David Icke says, that ever was and ever will be. Past, present and future, all into one. Because you think of yourself as energy, which we are anyway. And when people pass on, or they say people die, which you don't, because your energy goes on. This dies. All your thoughts, all your memories and stuff, energy and all that goes, goes with it. I think the girlfriend gets jealous. Why? Goes in a big... Actually, I've got a picture of how I see it. I'm trying to think. Just let me go and get my cards. I'll show you. Goddess Witch Bella, yay! So the Akashic Records is, you know, like I said, everything. Tap into information. Cards I pulled out today were Clear Endeavour. Just to quickly show you. Be spontaneous. That bird is so loud. And new experience and possibilities. Number 18 looks like Sophia. Talking about Kingdom of Camelot coming back. Look what's in the background. I'm not really going through them. That was just me this morning. I'm trying to find a picture of how I see collective consciousness, which is going on, as we know. Yeah, these are, I love these, my favourite. I've got some new ones coming actually. Nature's Whispers, Oracles. There's one of my favourites, Potential Gateway. Oh, we've got a Potential Gateway. Oh, look at that flat earth there. Yeah. Tree life and all that. So let me see if I can flip through before I talk about dreams, what my son was telling me the other day. Because I know this card popped out the other day. I'm going to show some of my decks tonight because I've got quite a lot. I'm going to come on tonight with a little bit of artwork I've been faffing about with, nothing, you know, just scribbling away. I've got the Witch's Tarot. I've got the, I have got the, oh well, not the Witches. I've got a witch one. I've got Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I might pull a card out of that. I've not pulled a card out of that one for ages actually. So let me find this picture that's sort of some, oh here it is, right. This is how I see the Akashic Records, if anyone is on the same wavelength. And this is quite good because it's called Keep Your Dreams Alive. We've got crystals, we've got the cosmos, because it's all, this picture just says Akashic Records, collective consciousness, keep your dreams alive, because I mean dreaming's massive anyway. See this? Crystal cold energy information. They're like supercomputer, if you want to say, because everyone goes about the Matrix, supercomputer. Where like in a computer, where in the well, yeah, we have like I see our Earth as a bio. Is it bio? Is bio the right word? Like natural computer, if you get what I'm saying. You've got the cosmos. People get triggered, especially if you're into flat Earth and going, well, if you believe in flat Earth but you think planets are round, well, yeah, planets may be round and we may be a plane. Doesn't mean we're round just because they are. You've got the fishes, you've got the birds, you've got, plant life, everything going on, because it's like, to me, it's every consciousness, but it's this whirly bit at the top. See all this whirly, the face consciousness, the waters above, swirling, whirling energy of consciousness that ever was, is and will be, just like David Icke says. Not that I follow everything David Icke says, but that's what it is. You tap in to this information. And funny enough, just to go off onto the Q thing, because just to throw it out there if anyone's watching who's onto Q like me, is I don't go depth in it. Someone said, I can't remember who it was, sorry, in a comment, have you seen what's going on Twitter with such and such body, Joanne, blah, blah, saying that he's fake, this, that and the other. They've burnt the Q book, Praying Medics, some of you might not know this is, have burnt the Q book, and I'm like, well, I'm not burning it, because one, we know that in America especially, things went down like Instagram and all that. Twitter, they've been taking down accounts, because I've seen it as well, they haven't got faces on, and they've been coming back pretending to be that person, say like Praying Medic or Joanne, taking over their accounts. So the same things, oh yeah, but this is what I reckon, I'm burning the Q book. They're making fake accounts on people. Hi, from North Korea. So, we know that's going on. So I'm like, nah, I've got a free mind. I'm not burning my book. I'm not burning my book. This will all come to light anyway, but that is what they're doing. They're making fake accounts of people and stuff like that. So you've got to be careful and not listen to everything. That will all come out in the light of day anyway. But yeah, going back to the Akashic Record. So we tap into this information all the time. It's not really new under the sun. We think we come up with an idea and it's like, oh yeah, I've come up with this idea that nobody knows, but you'll find that maybe someone across the other side of the world has come up with the same sort of thing, Yeah, so that sort of reminds me of that. And that's why a lot of us are tapping into the same sort of thought system. Because Because where do your thoughts come from? Where do your thoughts come from? Do they come from you, or do they come from out of a I don't even know how to say it, a universal consciousness, you know, because we are all involved with everything. Anyway, dreams, because I'm just having a little random chit chat, you know, when I want to get something out, I just talk about it. I didn't know this, right? Well, I did know this. My eldest, who's 20, used to sleepwalk when he was younger, and obviously I never used to wake him up. I just used to, you know, get him, put him back to bed. My youngest, who's 4, yes, I know, anyone's new, big age gap. Yeah, he dreams, and this is one of the biggest things we need to get back to. And I had a dream last night, and I'll go into that in a minute because I can't remember again, even though I was naughty again because I didn't take my dream book just in case I remembered anything to write it down. But my little one is, you know, I'd say it's anyway, he's very intelligent for his age. He's quite funny. The words he comes out with, big words. I'm like, where did he get that? Where did he get that from? Where did he get that from? I believe that thought is in the ether. It is in the ether, and we are assessing it. Yeah, and that's what I've just been talking about. Goddess Witch Bella is. Call it what you want. Hi, Nathan Oakley in 1980. Call it what you want, the ether, whatever. Ooh, it's collective consciousness. It's what was past, present, and future. It's every conscious being, human thing, energy that ever was, bit like what David Icke was said, ever was, ever will be, you know, past, present and future. We tap into it. That's why I'm a big, hi Fifth World, that's why I'm a big believer in astrology, mapping up with our earthly map as well, and everything's connected to everything. And I do love this in this old book. Just let me check that. It's the Oh, guys, flat earthers, you're going to love this. I think it's what I think it is. I'm not sure, but I'll open it in a minute. You know, I love this picture. Oh, a flat earth in an astrology book. Well, I never. And I say it works better on a map like that anyway. But I've just found this because I lost it. Hi, Seaside Mark. But yeah, we tap into the ether. So, see, some people get really triggered. We know we all get triggered by certain words. Oh, it's not this. Like, I talk about space. Well, some people say, well, if you're onto flat earth, what you're talking about space for? NASA lies in it. No, I don't believe their concept of space. Doesn't mean it's not. I don't know. I don't believe their concept of space. I actually think space is crystal liquid. It's water. Water's above, as above, so below. There's water's below and water's above. That's why they say sometimes, like on the sky. Yeah, sometimes on see if I can find it. If I can find the book. So let me see if I can find this book. But I can't. Yeah, so I don't believe their concept. Their concept. The secret history of ancient Egypt, we all know we came with this, is what the hell is this? You know, what are these flying machines? Some of them, they say, look like submarines. So submarines might be able to go through the waters of, what word do you say, space? It doesn't mean it's what NASA say it is, because we all know NASA lies. So, oh, you're up in an hour and 20. Nathan Oakley's up in an hour and 20. So, you know, and we all know this was a big lie anyway, because we all know this was to do with energy, you know. Just let me read the back up, because I have read this out before. The secret history of ancient Egypt is fast-paced, brilliantly research book, new archaeology discoveries, and because we all know the secret society try to cover stuff up. Scientific dating technology. I want to talk about science as well in a minute. Scientific dating techniques are putting our notions of prehistory into turmoil. Blah, 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 fascinating. The most astounding culture the world has ever known. He argues that a technology sophisticated Egyptian civilizations, because they were sophisticated, existed thousands of years before the dates currently accepted by academics. Discover how the Egyptians moved massive, multi-ton granite blocks by means of sound, because that's what I was talking about the other day, means of sound, because they had, apparently, they had little, where is it, little, no, I wouldn't actually say they were little, cone-shaped, I don't know why I'm holding this, my pendulum, cone-shaped sound. You know about sound frequency and all that energy, moving the granite. If you've done your own work, you'll know what I'm talking about. How one of the wonders of the ancient world tapped power from the very fabric of our, I mean, it says our planet on it, but I say plane, because if you take the T off planet, because don't forget, they've messed with our words and put things in. So, you know, if you take the T off planet, it says plane. So that's how I like to say it. From our plane, which I was just talking into, we tap into the, yes, some call it ether, whatever. I live in the Granite City. The inscriptions thousands of years old that depict helicopters, aeroplanes, airships, and submarines. People, submarines, waters above, waters below. Yeah. The links between Egyptian magic and secret scientific experiments in Eastern Europe, because magic and science, that's what's coming together now. We're talking about alchemy and proper science. I think way back they used to call, you know, all that sort of stuff, magic and this, that and the other, but there's mainstream media science, which is fake science to me, which is what NASA talk about and other people talk about, that they sort of get taught at school, certain things that don't really tell us what's going on. You know, lamestream science, I like to call it. I didn't say alchemy was science. I didn't say alchemy was science. But there's a lot of real knowledge that needs to come together with science. There's lamestream media science out there that's put out to deceive people. Exactly, fake science. I'm the new scientist. Exactly, fifth world. There's a lot of fake science out there, and that's most of the stuff that's taught to the sheeple. Talking about alchemy the other day, it's people fear because they don't understand natural. I've got a feeling I know what this. I only ordered this yesterday. It's a flat earth map. No, alchemy is not understood by just anyone. No. One in London, one in Washington, usually situate. Do you mean the obelisk? I can never say it. You've got one in London with Egyptian hieroglyphs on it. You've got one in Washington, D.C. I think it's in Washington, D.C. And you've got one at the Vatican. Obelisk with a point on the top. Power conductor. Oh, yeah, talked about that before. It doesn't have to be a triangle, because Tesla's tower was really the same as a pyramid. He said it doesn't have to be particularly in that shape, but it has to be high enough to conduct, you know. One in Aberdeen, the Granite City. There's quite a few all over, but I think the main ones are Vatican, you know, religion. You've got military, DC, and then you've got London, financial city, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Magic is just a way to describe miracles. Magic is what we are. It's like when I was reading this of Deepak Chopra, The Way of the Wizards. We're all wizards. We all have things that have been shut down, dumbed down, because that was it. Jordan Sather, is it? Magic is a course I took in college. Oh yeah, you don't need to go to college, you know. It's all within you anyway, if you get what I'm trying to say. Magic is our true nature. Magic is our true nature because a lot of it comes from earth. Not that sort of magic. A lot of it comes from earth, energy, manipulating energies, earth, air, fire and water and spirit. Some people are scared of certain stuff because they don't understand it. Just because you can't see something with your eyes does not mean it's not there. There's things there that can't be measured, that can't be there because you can't see it. We know there's energy around us all the time. Waves of energy. You can't see them, you can feel them. You can start to see bits. I'm not into gravity. I don't like the word gravity. I like the word magnetic, sort of. I don't know which way you put it, but not gravity. I'm not going into all that because I don't do all that stuff in, you know, I'm not into all that. A lot I feel comes from the heart. Exactly. It don't come from here, it comes from here. If you feel it, it's true. This, you've got to be very careful about what you think because you're getting it from different, like I was just saying before, when I was talking about the Akashic records. Yeah, not tricks, Nathan, true magic like manifestation. Exactly. See, some people aren't into it and that's all right. I'm into manifestation because I've done it myself. It's energy work. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Oh, gravity. Sorry, you're offended. That's okay. I just call you by a different name. You know, love my new organ pyramid. Organ pyramid and my rose quartz. Yeah, I've got rose quartz somewhere. Where is it? I'll just re-put it somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's up there somewhere. I've had it out. I know it sounds weird. I have to put the rose quartz underneath my charger when I'm charging this tablet because it seems to work quicker. Like I said, crystals are energy conductors. They hold information. I need to get some new. I've not had new crystals for ages, so this is amethyst. It's a bit dusty. But this is what I mean about the word magic and the way words are worded. Sometimes people are either in fear of or don't understand. It's like I said, seeing in the eyes of the beholder. It's all perspective. It is all perspective, and it's like I said yesterday with this book, Deepak Chopra. Is you can look at a tree like, oh, it's only a tree, like I said yesterday, but it's not only a tree, is it? It's a divine, it's much more than that. But like I said, I am going to be reading more out of this book, and doing other stuff I used to talk about, and doing a bit more out of this book. I am going to talk about dreams in a minute because I need to. Words are the real magic, spells and spell. Yes, I know about that because I'm into it all. That's why I say history. His story, who was winning at the beginning, tell lie vision, tell lies in visions. That's why you've got to be careful about what you speak and what you write because words are, when you say spellings, it's a spell. That's why you've got to be careful of if you're reading out something someone else has wrote, or that's how they put their spells out there. I talked about this yesterday. There's a darker, people call it an occult, it's whatever, it's either the dark side or light side, it's what your intentions are. That's why celebrities and certain people, Hollywood, they pump stuff out all the time. That's their spells in their visions that they put out in films and songs. Songs are very powerful, and that's why the the stuff I talked about Michael Jackson and that, he was a good guy. That's why they pump a lot of crap out these days, and it's a hertz of music they're playing it in. It affects your brain waves. You might not think it, but it does. You can't see it, but it does. It's a hertz, and it's slight. It's been, a lot of it's been playing in the wrong hertz. We have voodoo in. Yeah, there's a lot of voodoo about, and I don't know if that's a bad word or a good word because, like I've said, people talk about witches, wizards, this, that, gurus, shamans, witch doctors, voodoo. It's all the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's what you stand for. Do you stand in the dark or do you stand in your light? What your intentions, your prayers, or whatever it is that you're putting out there, are they good or bad? Because I've watched a lot of people on YouTube because I am into all this still. It doesn't mean I'm walking around with a pointed hat on or anything. It's just, back in the day, really, it's just knowledge and wisdom of the earth and energies and how you use it. So it's a knowledge, like what the secret societies know, that we all should know, but they kept it from us. So you either use it for, if you get that knowledge, you can either hone it for bad or hone it for good. It depends what sort of person you are and what your moral compass is at the end of the day. And that's it. They all use the same magic, real magic spells and smoke and mirrors, stage magic. Yeah, they use stage magic in Hollywood because that's the sort of synthetic magic that is that the right word, that they put out there. The real magic is energy, nature. You know, that's my church, nature, and you know, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, they are mostly charlatans, exactly. But there's real magic. That's why I hate using certain words, because people are like, some things you can't see, some things you can't explain. We've got out there the spiritual world. I practice a lot of hoodoo. Yeah. The spiritual world, the paranormal. Some people get freaked out by that. It's like, it's always been here. Its energy's residing. And sometimes they don't move on. And then people get scared, like it's a demon coming through a certain, you know, if you do this, it's like, yeah, there's negative energies and positive energies. If it was a spirit form of a human, maybe they've crossed over because it's passing, you know, you passed over, you've not really died, it's your energy resides, is some stay negative entities. So that's why you can get that sometimes. But you mustn't fear it. So just saying, you know, I love all this sort of stuff, so I'm going to start talking more on it. But anyway, my eldest said yesterday, my 20-year-old said, talking about my youngest, who's just turned 4. Mum, do you know he comes in my bedroom every morning? I'm obviously asleep because I put plugs in, can't hear nothing. And have you seen spirits singing and flowing? Was hauntingly amazing. No, but I've seen the stars pulsating and stuff. They sing. Everything's energy, isn't it? Energetic, electric universe. Or whatever you want to call it. Source. And apparently, he goes in his bigger brother's room, wakes him up and says he hears in the morning, he has nightmares, wakes him up because he hears voices. And I was like, okay, he's never told me that. No, your doubt won't get me banned because that doesn't bother me, because this is the stuff I'm into and some people aren't, so it doesn't matter, you know. There's a lot of things going on with Flat Earth where people are arguing this stuff out, and that's fine. There's some of it I watch and some of it I don't, because some of the ones I'm onto more different things, because there is fake science, there is stuff that you can't see, that you can't measure, and we can't all understand, and maybe we never will, because you can't see everything with the naked eye. Sometimes we just don't understand it. The thing is, we've all been lied to. There's bigger things out there that we don't properly know about. Well, we sort of do, but we're remembering. And just because we can't measure it, see it, doesn't mean it's not there. So I'm more on that thing. But it's all good. It's all good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Depends if you've had an experience in something as well. I say this all the time. If you've had an experience in something, whatever that is, and whatever word you use it as, because that's how we describe it with words. So sometimes it might not seem right to someone else because you've used a different word. I have a problem with words because I like images when I'm drawing. I get more through that. Is you can't tell someone it's wrong if they've had an experience. And I've had a lot of experiences with energies working. So, yeah, I don't work with the theory work and big names and writing this down. I work more off images, and if I'm showing something, I can do it. And I get it more in a, maybe it is a bit childlike picture book, but we should be childlike because that's what they try and take away. They try and take your imagination away. They try and take your curiosity away. Free speech away, which thank God Trump's just signed in. Free speech, you know. What is it, the First Amendment or something? I can't remember. But I'm just rambling here, but this is what I do. I ramble. When I get on a roll, I start talking about my truth and what I'm thinking, feeling, or where them thoughts are coming from. So, as I said, I was talking about the Akashic records. If you believe in energy and energy resides, then everything goes into one swirly-whirly consciousness that we can all tap into if you're doing the work, if you're meditating, doing certain stuff that brings that energy in, you know, not repelling it, if that's the right word. Nathan, everybody doubts what they haven't experienced. Doubt is okay, but you should never should never dismiss something just because you've not experienced something. But it's okay. This is what I'm saying. It's a bit like the Q train. I've been on the Q train, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't really matter. If you haven't researched properly and the right places, people dismiss it. It's like, it's only another truth movement like Flat Earth, but that's okay. You know, just because you haven't experienced certain things, but that's okay. I've been on manifestation, not that I do it constantly or anything, I forget, you know, stuff for quite a long time. I used to talk about this ages ago, but like I said, where's that picture gone? Oh, I've lost it again. And this came up today, 50 if you're still there. Reminds me of Sophia. Kingdoms in the background. Camelot. I mean, it looks a bit like a disc, and then it looks a bit like, you know, the tree of life. Ooh, yeah, where we go one, we go all. Can I get a whoop whoop? And then they're making fake accounts on Twitter, aren't they? Pretending it's other people, ripping up the Q books. Oh yeah, they're trying to get rid of all that information, aren't they? Oh, and someone said as well, somebody again was talking about Q. Again, saying it needed to come in. It needed to come in because there's much more that lays behind it. It had to come in the political side, you know, because that's always been deceiving. But there's much more behind it. This is what other people don't see. They see, oh, Trump. I've never voted in my life. Never. Oh, Trump, oh, Q, all this rubbish. It's just politics. I'm not interested. It's not about politics, really. It's about what always was, will be, and always, you know, what happened in the past. What keeps recycling? Cycle of life. What keeps happening? What's the thing that I said in Q? I always get this wrong. Past proves the future or future proves the past, because it's always what's happened and people need to wake up to what's going on. But because we got so stuck and hijacked, this is why Q's had to come in. So when you get people talking about it, poo-hooing it and trying to stop it, just like Isaac Green the other day, trying to stop it. Trump has a lot of energy. Yes, someone said something about Trump. I think it was a medium. I was really shocked because I was like, no way. I knew who it was. Fifth, it was the lovely, gorgeous, I don't even know what her name is, the one who does light language. If people on there might not know what I'm talking about. Dark hair. She brought up Q. She brought up Trump, sorry. And she said, oh, you know, he might come across as this big ego because we are all like mirroring certain stuff and this, that and the other and blah, 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 blah. And she went, but no, it wasn't Magenta Pixie. No, she has done recently because she didn't used to, but she has done because that's why I say it's all interconnected. It was someone who does light language, the one who does all the dark hair, gorgeous, American. I can't remember her name. Some of you will know what I mean. And she said it's because he had to come in with help. They had to bring him in. That's it. Yeah, Kalina. They had to bring him in. To, like we said before, he had to, because he got so infiltrated and stuff, just little floodgates have to be open so we can get in, we the people, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So it is part of the same thing. It's not what you think it is. It's bigger things going on, It goes on about the wall and this, that and the other, and people are like, oh, it's like, it's much bigger than that. You know, it's much bigger than that. But like I said, so my son's been hearing voices. When he wakes up in the morning, he gets scared because he's hearing voices. And I thought, well, Jordan Sather on Twitter put the other day, I think I took a picture of it, because a lot of things have been going down on Twitter and people's accounts are being messed up and pretending that they're them when they're not. That's what you've got to be careful with. He put out, I found this very interesting. Where is it? Are you telepathic? Hi. Someone in the UK put this picture which made me laugh because it was She-Ra, Jermaine She-Ra going like this. And I think they put underneath, might be a taxi coming in a minute, I'm not sure. Someone looks like they're about to ask something stupid. I don't think I took a picture of it. They put, we all are. Hi, curious looking inside. We all are. We all are. Or were. We're all remembering. Maybe he's experiencing clairvoyancy. Who? Oh, Jaden say that. Well, don't you think that's what we all were? We were all powerful beings that fell from consciousness. Because I know we all talk about this, fallen angels, this, that, and blah, blah, blah. But I do think, I think we fell from consciousness because we got deceived. Hi, Mark, and I have said this again. We got deceived by shiny things. You like a magpie. We got distracted. We got people started looking to, telepathy. People started looking to the celebrity stars, not the stars in the sky, but the celebrities that brainwash you into consuming and doing all the stuff they do when really they're like the puppets, and there's a puppet masters behind Hollywood, as we all know. Yes, I do believe that, and I believe it is returning to us. It is returning. That's what we're saying. Did you get my email? Do you know what? I have problems with emails. And I can't even get emails off Fifth, so I wouldn't be surprised if I haven't. Don't think so. I'm going to have to check. I can't see anything. I think I need to check something. I think a password needs changing. Yeah, who wants the crap of celebrity? It's also it is. It's all to manipulate you and brainwash you. Oh, naughty king. Don't be texting while driving. I know the emails are really annoying. I can't contact my peeps. I know, it's annoying. It's not really coming through to me. I don't know if that was about the PayPal thing, because I've got to look into that, because a friend said it might be something I've got to do on my side, maybe. Not that I can see anything. But there's a lot of things playing up at the minute. Prayer is manifestation energy when two or more do it. Prayer's the same thing to me as intentions, as a spell. You're saying something, you're putting it out, good intentions, so same thing. Oh, you're having PayPal issues as well. They cut me off. Oh, really? How many people tried to donate? How many people tried to donate? PayPal would not. Well, curious, since I tried to donate $5, I think, and it just hasn't. See the activity again? Yeah, see, it says pending still. It says completed. It says accept there, which it's got a tick in it. I can't tap it or anything, but it says it's payment received. It says payment received, but pending. So, but there's nothing to go on or to tap, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Well, we do know what's going on. What am I saying? I don't know what's going on. We do know what's going on. There's a lot of crap going on right now, as we know. I can help you with the offline. Yeah, I'll have to have a look after. It's PayPal shenanigans. It's everything shenanigans. Hi, Welsh baby. It's everything shenanigans at the minute because, like I said, we've had Facebook and all that, Instagram going down in America, because, Q was talking about all that. Q actually put that out because that's what they were doing anyway, because they're trying to shut people up. They're trying to stop people. Money is energy. Yeah, and it can be good energy used in the right way. Some people use it for bad, some people use it for good. People were trying to donate, so, it goes towards me getting appliances or stuff for my PC that we're trying to sort out and stuff. Dolly Sorrows owns PayPal. Where is he at the minute, though? Still got his minions working for him. But, yeah, so, still talking about the Akashic records and dreams, but, yeah, my son was hearing voices, apparently, so I asked him yesterday, and he was like, no, I didn't, and I was like, Okay. Hello, good morning, don't you? Hi. And he had a nightmare the other day that he said a wolf bit his finger and he was scared. And I said, coffee's definitely, yeah. I said, no, what it is when you're looking at your dreams, a wolf bit his finger, but his dad's got a new dog and because it's a puppy, it's been nipping him. So I said, it's because the little doggy, as a puppy, has been nipping you, so you've been having dreams about the wolf nipping your finger. That's why. But I was sat before drawing. What was I drawing? If I do any more, I'll probably show you tonight. I was just scribbling away, but because I got 3 prints of this face on paper, I did 3 different faces because I drew this one first. This was just a scribble, by the way, in my dream book because I had a dream last night. I woke up at 4. I went back to sleep because that's the best time when you wake up and go back in it. Got back in the dream. Can't remember, but I know it was something to do with harnessing energy from me, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's just one. I can't remember. And then I woke up. So I couldn't even write in my book because I couldn't remember anything. But this was the first one I drew. This one, dream surfing. And then, because I did it in pencil, it printed on this side. So then I made it into that face. And then that ink went through to the next page because it's thin. So then I turned it into, so there's 3 faces, Trinity. This one. So, yeah. That was just scribbling last night because I had to sit up till 12:30 because Jack the daft parrot wouldn't get back in his cage till 12:30 at night, and I was falling asleep on the couch and I had to wait till he got back in. So yeah, 3 faces done from the same face because it's printed out on the same page. But I love this one. And this sort of reminds me of, I don't know why, these coming out plasma fingers or the energy's going on. I know there's like sort of the rose petal because I do believe that's like the new universal flower of life is not the old flower of life pattern. It's more rose shaped, which sort of made me laugh because see this picture ish. You've got all the star signs, astrology signs round, different things connect up to. You've got red, and that was a 17th century. Very nice. Yeah. Scribble it. No, it is art. I do art, but that was just a quick scribble. 17th century, it says, red lines link 4 planets in square, the light blue lines 6 planets in sextile, other lines forming equilateral triangles join these 3 planets in trine. So, but all I saw was a sort of a rose pattern, if you get what I'm saying. If you can see it, I can see sort of a rose pattern going on. So, showing one's teeth gives off lots of energy, such a smiling. Well, smiling's a good energy anyway, whatever, because it's just, if someone smiles, even if you're feeling down and you smile, you can't not feel down, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm going to pull a card in, like the little scribble I did yesterday with the spiral of life, and then it's a bit like a child and a motherly love, or you and your over self, or as above so below, your avatar driver, whatever you want to say. Yeah, higher self. I like to say higher self. Guiding you, because like I said last night, you get messages everywhere. Some people be in chat and be like, what's she going on about? They're everywhere, they're all around. Synchronicities, numbers, everything all means something. Nothing's random. We don't live in a random universe. We didn't just blow up into life, did we, like the globies like to say, we just, boom. No, we didn't. And we're not nothing, and we're separate from everything. We're separate from God's source. No, we're not separate at all. At all. That's what we're also waking up to. We've got to remember. That was the one consciousness little scribbly picture I did the other day. All intertwined. So I did it in the hair, because like I said, remember your hair's like your antennae. Thrill Society, Maria Orchid. I'm going to do a chat on this. I said I will do. That's why I said it'll be better when I'll be able to get a decent webcam, because I want to do stuff on there where I can show you pictures. That's why I was asking for help, but PayPal's just been a bit dicky at the minute. So I don't know, but you know, in the ether, the hair is the ether. Like I said, Maria Orkic knew that, you know, antennae, wherever the little humans are, the little antennae on Mother Earth, like tapping into information. That's why a lot of gurus, witches, shamans, whatever you want to call them, grew the hair long. If you think about it, most of them do. You know, most of them do. I was going to show you this tonight, but I'll show you again tonight because I've just done a collage picture in my book. Remember these? And how important art is, because art, some people do light language, some people do other things, but art is you tapping into the Akashic records as well, coming through, mine come through visual stuff. So one I've just put together, I don't know if it's finished, and I did write on it Akashic records. Cut some pieces up. I haven't drawn these apart from the girl in the middle with the bird sat on her head. You know, I did this. I've not finished it yet. But this made me laugh because this was in a magazine, looking in a snow globe, you know, with the dome. I drew this one, and obviously this is just all stuck on. This one was in a magazine talking about deja vu. I'm looking at it thinking, no, is that not another word for Akashic records? Yeah, sort of knowing you were somewhere, yeah, past lives, whatever, but thoughts and different things they were talking about. I thought, well, that's coming from what was and what is and what will be, past, present and future. So I might stick a few other bits on here, but we know that's what I normally do when I'm doing my, you know, book of collaging or arting or whatever I'm doing. Doo-doo. Remember when I did that? Now I think celestial bodies. We hear your thoughts. Good thoughts bring good things. Or they give us thoughts. So I'm going to do a card. I'm going to do one out of... I'm keeping that one up, Solace. Lotus flower. Hi Sinead. That would be a beautiful wrapping paper. What? Oh, that, yeah. These are like digital pictures. I'll just show you a few. The Spirit Whisperer. I'm going to show some of my decks tonight because I've got quite a few. The Queen of Light. I need to work with them more closely because they have been on point. They've been on point very much. 8, the Dreamwalker. Talk about that. Dreams. The collective good illusions. Number 8 is infinity. Mermaid, the River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement. So let's see what we get out of these. That's you, Dolly. We all need to be the light in the dark. The light on the dark. Yeah. Sorry. Pull my top up. I'm just trying to show you the decks because, you know. Oh, one just flew out. I'll put that there. Didn't expect it to fly out that quick. These have got gold on as well. Quite nice. The Golden Age. I haven't used these a lot. They need... Because normally I can do this, but... they're not like... They've not been, you know, handled enough. Let me just unstiffen them. I don't know if I can do it. Not in the air. Hang on. See if I can do it. No. The two they're a bit thick, these cards, for doing it. So, one's just flown out. I'll try another one. I read by intuition. I just let them jump out. Yeah. I don't do the whole cutting the deck. I can, but just... Oh! Right. 2. I've got 3. Just fell out, so... Oh! The one that fell out was, funnily enough, Fifth World. We were talking about mermaids the other day, which is the one that I just shown. Yeah, mine just fly out. They just... Or they turn over themselves. Flow, letting go, natural movement. That's why I got my hula hoop, because it's flow. It's a natural movement. And it's sort of letting go of letting go. You're just going with the flow, if you get what I'm saying. You're getting that energy moving. And it's a good, goddessly thing for some women to do that. I'm good. So I've not looked at these cards for ages, so I'm going to have to go and look in the book. But we all know that is... there is a lot of flow of energy about. You've got to let it come in as well. Letting go, there's a lot of things we're going to be letting go of. There's a lot of purging going on. Still with me, there's a lot of purging going on everywhere. And natural movement, not restricted. It's like, you see, like clothes. I wear a lot of, I didn't used to, but I'm trying to get more dresses for some of this year. I like wearing things that are a bit comfortable, so you're not restricted and you can't not move and, stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, if you want to go into numbers, this is 36, but what's 6 add 3? 9. Oh, we've got a number 4 and a 6 as well. Then we've got... I've seen natural movement as in yourself as well, because we're very restricted also in how we're controlled, aren't we? They don't want us to be our natural selves. They want us to be restricted. That's why they've been trying to shut free speech down. It's not natural. We're natural beings, and we need to do the natural things we were meant to do, like art and dancing and creating music, creating art, creating anything that's creative. The web weaver. Oh, what I was just talking about before, obviously, because the cards are always right. Number 4, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Well, weren't we just talking about divine intelligence? Because look at this gorgeous picture. Divine intelligence, we've just been talking about the Akashic records, and she's putting a little sprinkles there, if you can see. Sprinkling them down, like, wake up, people. Wake up. You've got to wake up and remember who you are. Synchronicities, that's what I say, you get messages out there all the time. I've had them, I was getting loads last year. Cause and effect. What you are doing can affect other things. That's why you've got to be very careful about what your intentions are. Because what I was saying the other day, if you're in drama and hate and all that, I do believe in karma, drama and karma. If you're putting the drama out, the karma's going to come back. Cause and effect. That's why just put 9/11 out there. They caused that, that side, and it caused a massive effect on us. And it caused us to go, yes, we want to go to war with the fake things that we're putting out, if you understand what I'm saying. But also, it did have another effect, because it woke a lot of people up to what's been going on. The fakeness and what's been going on that dark side, if you know what I'm talking about. So, you should be, I said yesterday, listening, sitting in nature and listening to that divine intelligence and synchronicities that are all around you all the time. It can be, you hear words on the radio station, you see a sign in the street, that's how it's given to you today. Or through music. You know, I've talked about it before. If you're listening. And the last one was the Diamond Weaver. Well, material wealth, true prosperity. We were talking about prosperity yesterday. When we were talking about that guy who was on the League Project saying about Q and what that's all about. Material wealth. I'd probably say the material wealth in the real material wealth, not the false one that's been put out, more in a sort of, well, if you look at the card, let's see, the card is, yeah, Satan, exactly, is the Sphinx, this is Sphinx, or the Egyptian, but I mean more wealth as in material, as in, if we reside here as well in the material, we want our real material stuff back, which was natural, nature, the knowledge and the powers that we had, because you can see the picture looks a bit, you know, it's a genie in a bottle, that witchy thing again, magic, you know, we want it back. Number 6, and true prosperity, of course, we want that for everyone, everything and everyone, not just one country, you know, everybody. The Diamond Weaver. Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright. Oh, guess what I'm thinking of getting? I've got to save my pennies. I've seen one that's not too dear, so I'm hoping it's good. I want a telescope. I need to be sitting out in the garden when the skies decide to be a bit clearer. It was when the moon, but now we've got the big blanket of cloud back after the spring equinox. Again, mind you, I think it started breaking up. I've not actually looked outside now. I want to look at the stars. So, you dream of floating. Well, did we used to levitate? Can we levitate? Yeah, I want a telescope. It's about 40 odd pounds UK. I'm like, oh, I need a telescope. I want to, you know, I don't like watching TV. So as the warmer nights do start to come in, as summer rolls in, you know, when it does, or, you know, a bit of better weather gets in, because I can sit out the garden with a big coat on, it doesn't bother me. I'd rather be star watching, not the celebrities, the ones we should be looking at. And I think that'd be nice to do, especially when summer comes in and we have lighter nights and it's just cosy outside and it stays lighter and the skies may be clearer and all that. So I think that'd be a nice thing to do. So you need someone who's into all that, you see. I saw something moving on the moon with my... Is your telescope... Is it just a sort of normal one? The one that I saw, I'll show you the one that I saw, because I was like, I hope it's a good one. I mean, just does its job. Can't afford a dead dear one, but... And it'd be nice for my son to look through me as well, my little one. I think it'd be nice to teach him, you know. People bring out some nice telescopes. Well, this one's not obviously dear. If it just does its job, I'll be good with that. Cover are amazing. Yeah. They engineered trails to try and cover. Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing overnight. Well, let me see which one I was looking at. It was just this one. It said it was £129 and it's gone down in sale, apparently. So I'm thinking, well, it looks all right. It was this one. And it's on a, there's one's on a little stand, but it's on a big stand, you know, you can stand behind it. So I'm thinking, yeah, coolest thing to see. Yeah, I'm just thinking, that's the name of it, I think. So I don't know if anybody knows, but it looks pretty okay. As long as it does its job, you know, can't afford a dead expensive one. I have low-powered one, and that is why I started my channel. I was looking at Mars at 3 in the morning, and it was showing all of the colours, and I wanted to know why. So I sent my videos to all the big channels, and nobody cared, so Exactly, they're not going to care if you're putting stuff out, especially if it's the truth and they don't want to put it out because it's the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where you have to experiment yourself, and this is why I said at the beginning, when someone doesn't really believe in sort of the stuff I'm talking about, is if you're having an experience, it doesn't matter if other people don't believe it, because like I said, with the Great Awakening, that's happening with all sorts of different things. Is, you know, there's going to be people having lots of the same experiences, and then no one can really say, well, you loop it, because actually, yeah, I had the same experience, but some people don't want to talk about because they don't want to see him as the looper. But we all know we're all coming together and people are, you know, sort of talking about the same thing. So when that consciousness comes together with the experiences, it's like I was saying before about alchemy. I mean, it's like what they used to call in Egyptian times as magic, and science, real science needs to come together, not separate. Nothing should be separate. Some people don't know that there is lame stream media science out there and fake science out there, that they're pumping the wrong stuff out because they don't want us looking at certain things, or they want us to believe something is a certain way when it's not. You know, sometimes I say the wrong words, I come out with things, people think, oh, you're contradicting yourself. No, it's only words. And sometimes it's like when someone asked me the other day about what's the Akashic records, and I said what it was without saying the word Akashic, but people say different words for different things. The consciousness, I swear to you that I watched the space shuttle past the moon when, you know, we're all tapping into that energy. It's like with me and Fifth that time, I said we were dancing and we were doing all this, you know, all this. I don't know why was we doing that. I've even started writing. What did I write down? I know this sounds bonkers, because I've been watching a lot of light language stuff, and I thought something came into my head and I can't even. I bet it's not even here. The word. Shaua. Don't know if that means anything, but so that popped into my head. So now, if anything pops into my head, a vision, you know, like when I'm drawing stuff, or a word that sounds ridiculous, I just this is the book that I just stick all my crap in. It might not really be crap when you look back, but you know, you can have a random book of randomness, dreams and everything. I'm just sketching things out. That's the Tesla stuff. And then you never know if it pops up, which it probably will, because if we're tapping into stuff that was before, is now, and will be in the future, then I'm sure it's going to pop up. But yeah, if you ever hear that word, I don't even know how to spell it, I've just wrote it down. Shaua. I don't know. I love that people cannot really call me crazy anymore, but they did for years. Yeah, Burnaby. Is it Burnaby Lee? Yeah. So, you know, I'm not bothered. I share it all in here, and some people think I'm mad. I'm like, I don't care. If that pops up somewhere, I'll be like. But then again, you can't really be like, oh, that's weird, isn't it? That's a coincidence, isn't it? Like some people say, oh, it's just a coincidence. It's just no, it's not. So if you hear the Shaua, let me know. Shaua. Shaua. If it's Shaua or Shaua. So yeah. So taking us back to what we were. And I'm just going to do one out of the, I was going to say Akashic Records, the one out of the Nature's Whispers. I am going to be doing a lot more of this stuff like I used to do a bit ago, because I've always been into this. I don't even know what the word is. What word would you say? Thank you. What word would you say? People say witchy. It's just what we were. You know, this book, because it is brilliant. And it's always stayed with me. You just don't have to put a label on yourself. It's that labelling, and then people get in fear. I'll do this before I go, because I haven't even had my dinner yet, and I've been getting headaches. I feel a bit thingy today. You know, we're going on about the Schumann resonance, different things going on, and I feel a bit. It's not a headache. It's just a bit. I need to go and sit outside. I have strange words like that leave my mouth. Yeah, I search them up, but never. No, I don't. But then again, light language, what people say, which I believe as well, is not a word as such. It's just an energy that you feel here, like you understand it, because it feels like that word. What did I just say? It was Aisha doesn't feel like Aisha. It doesn't feel that, and it was said that way as well. It doesn't feel like a bad energy. Do you know what I mean? Like when some people talk like a tone, it's not a tone of it was Aisha. I don't think you can go, well, yeah, that sounds a bit evil. That tone sounds a bit, yeah, it's not a cursing. You know, like, who's the lady before I go Fifth World, who you said before, Melanie, the light language woman. I love watching hers. I watch a few people, but I love watching hers. When she had an elemental and it was speaking through, and she was like, well, how she does it. I was like, yeah, you can tell that was an elemental. It was very playful in the tone. Even though some are quite strong, like, whoa, you know, and you're like, but you can tell. Yeah, that's what I've always said, King. Dolly, your channel is so good because you don't have just one topic. That's the way I want to keep it, because I don't... That's how I work. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm looking at that, and I go down the rabbit holes, and I believe in this, and I think that, and blah, blah. And I just like it. So it doesn't stay stale, and it's all connected anyway, I think. But that's how I work. I'm a fish, remember, Pisces, I go this way, and I swim that way. But Pisces are, I'll show you this old picture. You know when people say, when I think, oh, the physical, and it's the material, and it's this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yeah, but Pisces is feet rooted to the ground. So they swim different ways. But the body of the astral plane connects to our body is Pisces at the feet root. So it's funny, we've been talking about trees and roots recently and stuff like that, but still connected. So, you're a Pisces as well, yeah, so am I. So, yeah, if anyone gets what I'm saying. The celestial bodies in the sky have a body map, a celestial body map that is connected to our body map, which is connected to the earthly body map, which is all connected, if anyone gets what I'm saying. I know just about everybody on the face of this earth is going through, so they are definitely going through physical purging, yeah. I'm going through it. There's things I'm trying to purge. And it's hard if you've been doing something, even if it's something you've just been doing for a while because it's a habit or whatever. Yeah. Well, they say Pisces are supposed to be quite, I mean, everyone's intuitive, but quite, you know, that way, and very emotional. I was very emotional. So I'll probably come tonight, if I've done any more art, probably have a random chit chat again, a bit more about them books, and I will show you my decks, because I've got quite a few and I've got a new one coming. Thought my computer desk was coming today, but it's not turned up yet, so I'm thinking it could be tomorrow. Sagittarius is also, yeah, we all are. We're all intuitive anyway, we're all intuitive. Yeah. Uranus and Aries wants you to get rid of what you no longer serves you. Yeah, exactly, because it's all really about serving others, isn't it, and not yourself, because we've served ourselves for a long time. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's just getting on the frequency of love, isn't it? And it's, you know. Oh, by the way, SGT report has put a really good report about what's going on at the minute, you know, Q and all that and stuff, and I can't even remember what it was now. Just let me check, because I can't remember. 17. Oh, yeah. 17 and 11. It's always 17. That's my synchronicity. Just let me check what it was, because I can't remember. Oh, yeah. It's the Christchurch Uncovered. So if you're interested in that, the real truth about it, go over to SGT Report and go and listen to the Christchurch Uncovered. Most of us know what's going on there, because my dad was like, oh, you know, you were talking about wizards and things last night. Have you seen the Christchurch thing? Well, yeah, I have, and I haven't watched all of it because we know what's going on, and I'm sort of taking a step back. I don't mean I'm taking a step back from Q, because every time little things come up that I'm interested in, I'll put it out there. There is great channels doing it, but I am sort of sitting back more with that and watching the show. We know there's stuff going down. Some people don't see it, but that's their reality, you know. Mine is, I trust a plan. I trust a plan. I'm waiting for a few more bigger things to, you know. Yeah, 17 and 11, so, oh, 2 cards. Vulnerability. We've all been a bit vulnerable at times, haven't we? And there is still a bit of vulnerability, but I can see 8 candles. I can see a kingdom in the background. Look in the sky, look at the moon here, coming in again, above. Candles lighting the way. She looks like she's asleep, dreaming. She's on the waters. Oh, she's safe, but there's that bit of vulnerability, as in staying to your true path, isn't there? And can you see this? Can you see the faces on the leaves as well? There's one here, here, here. Can you see? You know, sometimes you're on a path and some people worry a bit. I'm like, no, I stick to it. I believe it. You know, a bit of vulnerability. Like, am I on the right path? You know, is it? You know, have I took the right path? Some people will sit there and think a bit about, oh, I don't know if I'm getting it out right, you know, about still having that worry in them and that fear thing. You know you're on the right path if you can feel it here and you're resonating with certain stuff, I think anyway. But this card shows, you know, also shows sort of a bit like you're sleeping and things are going on as well, you know. But the kingdom's coming, you see. It's there. Look at the stars. And then the next one's 12. We had this the other day, expansion, because it is about expansion, opening up your, no fear, exactly. Knowledge is power, it is, and that's the whole thing with Q. Knowledge, when people know the true knowledge, knowledge is power. I mean, this, I love this card, is expansion. It's about expanding your mindset, you know, opening your mind up, because some people are not open-minded, and that's why some people don't understand some of the things that other people talk about. They won't allow themselves to open up. Like, you're in fear. What you're in fear of? Open your heart as well. What you're in fear of? You're scared that someone said something. Like, I could be talking about something now, someone's coming and going, it's like, what you're in fear of? Nothing I'm talking about is in negativity, but because you haven't experienced something or don't choose to look into it, or have just stumbled across someone talking about something you've not known before, it's like you're in fear. That side, you know, we call it the dark side, have always put us in fear, always put the blinkers on us, always, that's why they call us the sheep, have always kept us in fear with certain things. That's why, go and look at the SGT report with that. Trying to put things out there, sometimes in visions, because that's why Hollywood's really good at making things look, I'm not saying stuff hasn't happened, but doing that to put us in fear, so then they want to grab your guns, people. Because once your guns have gone, you can't protect yourself. Doesn't mean you've got to use your guns, but they're there just in case. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll understand what I'm saying if you go and watch SGT report. But you have to, we are expanding. We're expanding in the growth of knowledge. We're expanding in us as a community. Everyone's expanding everywhere. Mother Earth is expanding. Its energy's expanding. And then they'll come back in, because that's what's happening. If you sort of get what I'm saying. But if you just look at that picture. Yeah, sorry, just let me go back a little bit. Dolly, I think you might have missed it earlier. We had a synchronicity in chat about the headaches. Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of people talking about headaches. Mine's not like a deep headache, it's like a fuzzy one. And I had one the other day. Purging, or the energy's coming in and stuff. And I've heard a lot of people talking about that. They've got headaches, or they're tired, or, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I just say go with the flow. Let it just, you know. But yeah, work on your painting. Yeah, before I go, I'll just see if I've got my painting. I don't think I've added that much to it. I don't know why I've got the heating on because I was cold, but I've not 5G headaches also. Radiation. Ringing in one ear. Well, I had the some people say that's the Ascension. I had the like noise, not a ringing, like a yeah, I've not got far with this. It's building up. Obviously, these are going to be roses. They don't look like roses yet. Still nowhere near doing anything. Looking like, well, obviously there's a face in the middle, but it's not. I don't know what's going on with it because I just go with the flow when I fancy doing it, and it builds up. So, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, I need to start. I'm just practicing really. I need to start. I need some more. They were just like some little canvases I got. So, well, not little. I need to get some new ones and then I'm going to start doing some to sell. I'm gonna, the ones that I've done at the minute, I'm just putting them up in my house because I want some of my own artwork about, because it's quite powerful to put your own artwork up as well. Or if you're buying off someone, you know, if you get a good vibe with someone's artwork, that's good because it's an energy, you know. So I need to start painting again, right? Yeah, you do, because it's very powerful, you know, and that's what hopefully I've inspired some people to do on here. So yes, toning is downloads. What do you mean toning? I truly believe that 5G is just the residence of the return of the. If you see what I say, if you could see what. Yeah, that 5G thing, I mean, it doesn't really, I'm just like, I think you can transmute it. And then Trump said 6G anyway. It's just, yeah, ringing in the ears is, yeah, ringing in the ears says downloads. Mine wasn't ringing, mine was the, it was like that noise. It wasn't a ringing, it was like in one ear. Can't remember which ear it was. But yeah, it is downloads and stuff, so. Yeah, art is messages, yeah. Like I say, you can get it through music, dance, art, blah, 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 blah. Anything creative, because that's what we are. Yeah, we can transmute. I think if you're in that much of a higher energy, it transmutes, especially love, because it just, different frequency. I think that's why they've always had us in a negative energy state with the news and, you know, not that I watch that, but this, that and the other, down, anger, sorrow. So if you got this thing in, it sort of goes in with that flow of the negative energy, well, pumping out positivity, and I just don't think it can work with it. Oh, thank you, a tree hug a day, thank you. Hundreds, that's angels. Yeah. Oh, what's angels? I get tones 24/7 a day. It sounds like hundreds of bells in different frequencies. Well, funnily enough, the things that I'm always drawing always have wings on, don't they? This was the little Celtic one. Obviously the painting I've done on the wall. Where's the other pictures? Don't think it was in this one. Was it in that one? You know, the ones I've done recently in my other books, they're all like angels. Or angely looking, sort of. I can't stop drawing things with wings. Of what we perceive one to look like, you know. I think it looks how you perceive it would look, you know. That's why I think that thing of manifestation, if you believe something's evil, you believe this and you saw it, you've manifested it and it looked like that, that's because, oh, the devil's read me red, or that's because that's how you perceive it, you've been told that. Could be just a light being body, couldn't they? But, you know, wings. The sounds I heard, or someone in chat, I heard that woo woo woo. It's like a woo woo woo. I can't, it's weird. Little coloured orbs, I think of them as energy beings. Yeah. Well, last night I said again, some people are going to think I'm batshit crazy, obviously, but I do this at night when it's really dark. I put my phone torch on, obviously, I don't think it's going to work now. I want a singing bowl, I'd love to have a singing bowl, a crystal one, can't afford one at the minute. You know, I do this and I'm looking at looking at my hand, and we all know why. I'm always faffing around at night going, oh, looking at, obviously can't see it now, I don't think. Oh, I can, but not on camera. And then I'm like this. I don't know if it's going to show now. I'm like this at night, looking at the energy around my hand. And but when it's a bit darker, so I probably can't see. And then I see, let me switch it off. I see from here to my hand, you know, like people say dust particles, but they're like flying about everywhere. And I'm like, they're not dust particles. Because all the attracted static or something. I'm like, not flying around like that. They look like tiny, 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 tiny little orbs. And I know you can get tiny, tiny ones. Don't know if everyone's on the same thing. Why have I got this big rash on my neck? What's going on there? Don't normally have that. AI hates me. Yeah. You've got to use it to your advantage, haven't you? Oh. So I don't know if anyone gets what I was saying with the watching things like energy. You know, little particles of energy. Or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go because I've not even had my dinner. I'll be going for a little one soon. New soap or jewellery on. No, I haven't. And I don't wear like body stuff. Maybe it's just where this has been rubbing. Like, don't know. Sorry, hand inspecting again. I mean, that's mad. I don't normally look at this type. It's just full. Probably can't see. See it? Certain lights. Oh, can never get it. Can never get it. Yeah, twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. I look at it at night going, oh, I heard the whales were coming up in from Francisco Bay. They are played in highly involved. They're probably helping with the yeah, I mean, listen to their frequencies. That's why they've tried to poison the seas. There's that frequency going on down below, as above, so below. They have to bring it in there as well, and that's why they've tried to poison the seas with plastics and killing wildlife off and this, that, and the other. You know, lovely stream. I will be a regular. Thank you, Goddess Witch Bella, because I saw Goddess Witch Bella in one of the Flat Earth video streams. I don't know which one it was, obviously, and I saw your symbol. I was like, yay! Fam over there knows what I'm talking about, because we were on the lines of, yeah, but just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. And some of the men were like, oh, that's why the divine feminine needs to come in, because someone said to me in a comment before I go, a man, not saying that about all men, oh, thing is with you women, you're all into the mystic stuff. Mystic, yeah. You mean the real stuff that you can't always see and explain, but you know it's there because you can feel it. So space, yeah, the cosmos and all that sort of stuff. They're like, oh God, you women. Well, thank God for us women. Do you know what I'm saying? Space is fake. It sure is. But the cosmos, whatever you call it, it's like I said, NASA lies, but it doesn't mean it's not space. I just don't believe their concept of it. the ether, or whatever you want to call it. But that's because women, yeah, and men are getting there with that, because if the divine feminine energy comes in, men will get it as well, because it doesn't mean that they're turning into a woman or vice versa. It's just that we need to be in balance. As I've said before, 18, there's been too much male energy from the time dot. That's why we've got man-made wars and all this. They just want to fight. Ooh, it's like, no, we're coming back to nurturing. We're coming back to love. We're coming back to that energy. That's what we need to come back to. It has to be in balance with each other. But yeah, so I'll be on tonight, yakking away again. I was going to do a bit more on this book, because like I said, this book is brilliant. I've had it for ages. People get scared by a certain, word. And really, they should be looking into things instead of listening to what others say and taking that as, the goddess is the goddess is on the return, so men will become more mystical too. Exactly. So I'm gonna go, because I don't know why I've got the heating on. Space is fake. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw bits of it. I wasn't in too long, and yes, I was in there more than 2 minutes. Finally. But I just got tired because I had to wait for the stupid bird to get in the cage. It was like 12:30. I was falling asleep on the couch, so I had to watch him, and nightmare trying to get him. He was being naughty last night. Alright, so I'm gonna go. Have a great day. I should see you tonight. I am getting a bit of a headache, so if I'm not on, it's because I'm feeling a bit cacky. And obviously, I always go with how I'm feeling. If I can't come on for some reason, it's because I'm whatever. So if I'm not on tonight, I'll be on tomorrow, but I should be there, like I said. So yeah, I hope some of that chat made sense, because whatever. Thank you, Scorpio. So yes, no, not if it's what's that, can I ask a question please, normally ends up quite I don't know.